Stanton. Welcome to FlossTube number 6. Today I'm going to be showing you the piece of embroidery that I'm wearing, and I'm also going to be showing you how to work out the thread count of a piece of fabric and also whether it's even weave or not. So first of all, today the piece of embroidery that I'm wearing is this embroidered pendant. You probably think that I have a gazillion of these embroidered pendants. Well, I pretty much do have one for every occasion. This one, however, is not done by me. This one was made by my sister, Prue Scott. She's an embroidery designer herself. And one Christmas she asked me what I would like for Christmas, and I said, I would like one of your embroidered pendants, please. I did have to wait about 6 months for it because at the time she was living in Germany, and she waited till she came back to Australia and was able to give it to me in person. So it is very much treasured because I have one of her pieces. So the first thing I need to do is to put my corner mark in, which I'm going to put there like that on an angle, and that's because I want to measure here and I want to measure here. So when I'm checking the thread count of fabric, I need to do it in both directions because this direction might have a different number of threads than that direction does. So I need to do it both ways. So I need to measure 1 inch, which is the same as 2.5 centimeters. So I'm going to put that in there like that. And then I will do the same up here as well. So from there I'll go 2.5 centimeters. Hang on, let me just check that. Goes to that hole there. Okay, now what I could do is I could carefully count along there like that, but I actually found that quite difficult to do. So much easier, I think, is to count with pins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a pin in. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another pin, so that we know so far we've counted 10 threads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's 29. I actually know that this is supposed to be. That's very interesting. It's counting as 29. It's meant to be 28. So we'll do it again, along here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get 28 in one direction and 29 in the other, which is very interesting. I did do this just before as a test, and I did get 28 by 28. So I think it is even weave. Just maybe that section is not quite even weave. So to account for that, what you could do instead is count it over 2 inches or 5 centimeters in both directions, and that's going to give you a longer counting range, and therefore you can average it out a bit better. Anyway, we know that this is quite close to being even weave. I know in actual fact it is even weave, but that's how you count how many threads there are in each dimension, and that gives you the thread count. So you count the number of threads over 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters. Now, what this does not tell you, well, it doesn't say anything about whether the threads are thick and thin. Sometimes when people hear the phrase the word even weave, they think that it has something to do with the thickness of the threads and whether some of them are thick or thin, or whether they're all absolutely uniform. You can see here that there is a slub here. A slub has nothing to do with it. A thin thread, like this one here, also has nothing to do with it. A thick thread, such as, I don't know, that one looks a bit thicker, has nothing to do with it. It's whether it has the same number of threads over the same distance across the fabric and down the fabric. In this case, we're slightly out. It's 29 and 28, but I do know that it is actually 28. So that's how you check the thread count of a fabric, and that's how you also check whether it's even weave or not. So if you've enjoyed this video, if you found that really helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Please let me know in the comments. If you are not already a subscriber to my YouTube channel, then please do subscribe. If you're on Facebook and seeing this there, then I would love you to share it with your nearest and dearest friends by hitting the share button. Any way that I can help other people, just let me know. If you have some suggestions of things you would like me to cover in this series, I'd love to hear from you. I do have many suggestions already, and for those who have suggested things, thank you very much. I will hopefully get to them. I have a long list and I am working my way through it. Some of the things I'm putting off for now because my videoing skills aren't great so far. I need to improve a bit so that I can do those things justice. But I would love to hear from you. Thanks very much. Bye.